Hello, welcome to Anime's another weekly roundup of Ami figure pre-orders. After Christmas, obviously, it's 22nd to 27th of December 2025, so nearly towards the new year. So hopefully you all had a good Christmas. Let me know if there's any figures that you got for Christmas that for yourself or that family have got you. Do your family even know you collect figures, or is that something you keep hidden? Um, the, in this community, we're all obviously quite open here with what we collect. As you know, collect very cultured anime figures, so it doesn't matter to me. We'll get straight into it. Quite a few figures this week as well, actually. Very gun ho figure, I would say, with the amount of figures that got released this week. So I'll get straight on into it. We've got quite a sad one, Anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood. Jonathan and Dio, 1/8 by Sentinel, 19,800 yen, October 2026. This one's obviously quite very iconic scene from the anime and the manga. So I think, yeah, very nicely detailed, sculpted, looks immaculate. And I think if you're a massive JoJo stan, as I think you'd like to be referred to in, if you're part of the JoJo collecting the figures and in big into the anime and the manga. I've not watched it, but mad respect for you guys. JoJo stands, I guess what you would be called. I think is what you prefer to be called. But yeah, this is a great statue to have in your collection, 1/8 scale, and I think it's probably be quite profound for people to have this in the collection for obviously the scene and scenario that it depicts. So I think is worth getting a hold of. To be honest, we don't see these sort of emotionally raw figures these much generally. It's more all pretty girl waifus. So it's quite good every now and then to get a serious figure, which actually is quite heart wrenching personally. Then we got Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, My Shiranui 1/7 by Golden Head, 20,600 and 790 yen, October 2026. Pretty standard looking figure, simple base, very dynamic, uh, nice detail in the hair sculpting. So sculpt work in the hair is really nicely done, and in the detailing actually for the weave of the pants and jacket. You can see obviously there's actual fabric material sculpted onto it rather than just being flat painted surfaces. So I would say extremely above average for a figure of this price, 1/7. So hopefully Goldenhead can maintain this quality. They are a bit newer, and I don't own any of their figures, so I can't say personally. But in these promo photos, she looks really good. And we got back to the old, very over sexualized figures. Diabolos Core, Tiefling Chilled Milk, 1/7 by Astrum Design, 25,240 yen. January 2027, so over a year. Obvious reasons why you would be purchasing this figure. Leaking sculpting looks really good. Paint job looks really good. The overall concept is really nice. The cowl, a very cowl themed figure with the squirt gun. Very very nicely detailed base. Everything looks really good. I think it's a very nice and unique figure to have in your collection. But I'm not familiar with this game or series. Diabolos Core. I think it's a gacha game most likely, like Azure Lane and whatnot. So very neat design. Potentially worth getting a hold of if you want a cow flotation device based figure in a bikini outfit, squirting or firing milk at you. Then we go to a very simple figure, Pop-Up Parade Date Alive, Toka Yatagami, school uniform, elf size, 7,920 yen, July 2026. Pretty simple figure. I'm glad we're getting more of the other girls from Date Alive, at least as well. Not just Kurumi. Kurumi, no. Yes, Kurumi. Not Kurisu, that's Steins Gate. Kurumi from Date Alive, who's the pretty much the most popular girl. The crazy one with the guns and the time powers. But yeah, pretty simple looking figure, worth getting hold of. I guess if you just want to show that you collected, that you like this series, but you don't want to go full bore into scale figures. Then we got Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation of Roxy, bunny version, quarter scale by freeing. 36,300 yen, July 2026. This one's obviously very nicely, I would say, positives. Hair sculpt is immaculate for this one. And the removable hat is actually a nice bonus. I think I would display her with the hat rather than the ears. I prefer to have the more unique bunny suit designs really rather than traditional. So that's a nice elevation, and she's going to be a bit more on the petite side since she's a small character anyways in the anime. So probably very similar to Shuna. When you on my collection just like she's smaller than Shion in the quarter scale figure line. So she'll probably be a bit smaller than the other girls when we get them out at some point. But yeah, I think it would be nice to see the other girls as well more. Mushoku Tensei, it's taken them a long time to get round to doing this, so hopefully we see some more in the future. Then we've got a Kedekal Nuki Tashi, the animation. Ikoko Unabuta 1/7 by Kadokawa, 24,250 yen, March 2026. I like the fact you got multiple faceplates for this price as well. Is really good. Very skimpy schoolgirl outfit. If you've watched the anime, I guess you could call it an anime. It's not really, to be honest, as it's not aired on FC Crunchyroll or anything like that. But she is cast off as well, just like Magia Beza. So they should, fully cast off in the chest area at least. So I think worth getting a hold of if you, definitely like me, a cultured anime collector and enjoyer. I think worth getting a hold of. I would say. Then we got Goddess of Electro Nikkei Rupee Winter Shopper 1/6 by Max Factory, 33,000 yen, January 2027. So this one's going to be immaculate, just like my Chun-Li by Max Factory as well. Really good figure, sculpted, was paint job was immaculate, and it was about the same price as this. So I'm expecting great things. This design, sculpt work, everything looks spot on in this figure, and she's 1/6, just like Chun-Li as well. So I think for the price, 33,000 yen is really nice. This figure just looks immaculate. Oh, there's so much detail going on. I think people will be worth wanting to get this one, especially since Goddess of Electro Nikkei is still quite popular. I've not heard much recently in terms of any how popular it is, but it was definitely sort of partway through the last year. Or this year, last year, if you're watching this in the future, that it was obviously blew up quite big and is very popular. So, very very nice looking figure, and we got some more Gods of Electro Nikkei figures in the future coming up as well. Here we go, Nikkei Guilty, Wave of Disbelief, quarter scale by GNF Toys, 46,200 yen. So we've got quite a few quarter scales this week, which are not, apart from the one freeing, there's not some more unique ones like this one. December 2026. So in a swimsuit, pretty nice looking figure. I really like their hair sculpt, paint job looks really good as well. And I think the quarter scale nature is going to be appealing to obviously quarter scale enjoyers like me. But I don't play the game, so I'm probably not going to get this. But I can definitely see there being a market for this at some point. Whether that's immediately, I don't know. Since obviously 46,000 yen is very pricey, you can almost get two 1/7 scale figures for that kind of price, and you probably can find two Gods of Electro Nikkei 1/7, 1/6 for that price, to be honest. So that's going to be the main downside, I think, is if people don't want one figure, they might want multiples, since there's a lot of characters from Gods of Electro Nikkei as well, like there is for Azure Lane. So that might be the only downside of these other manufacturers doing quarter scales of these girls. So in their outfits as well, since a lot of these will have multiple outfits in the game. And we've got Jin illustration, Yuri Kamijo Chinese dim sum restaurant version by Union Creative. Don't know a scale. 1/6 for 25,300 yen. Typical over-sexualized China dress. But yeah, very cute. Like the hair shading and sculpting on this. Face looks fine. All the proportions look good, I think. Having that side boob and central boob windows. It's a nice touch, which you normally only really get with Chinese dress themed figures anyways. Very short, obviously, dress as well. Yeah, very cute figure, but I think worth getting hold of potentially. Although I'm not familiar with this series, I think it's more of an OC. Then we got Uma Musume, got a couple of Uma Musume figures. Pretty Derby Mihono Bourbon. And 7th by Clanal, 26,120 yen, September 2026. Looks really good. I like the outfit. Detailing looks really good. Yeah, I think Clanal are doing a really nice job, and I like the whole the different shades of brown that they've got going on there, especially with the hair as well. Obviously, being her like brown brunette hair colorway. Yeah, very nice looking figure. I think extremely detailed. The dress looks immaculate, and for 26,000 yen is really good. And then I think follow up, you got Shiun, so Tokai Teo as well, for 25,000 yen by Kotobukiya, 1/7. Again, amazing outfit. I think all of the Uma Musume figures, all the girls have got amazing outfits. So yeah, she looks really good. No, nothing bad to say there. Just take a drink. Okay. Then we got Cinderella Grey, Obey Your Master, on 7th by Fat Company, 26,680 yen, November 2026. So hopefully the release of the game on Steam has actually boosted popularity. It seems to have boosted popularity of the series at least. So we're seeing a lot more of these increase in these characters being churned up by other manufacturers. I guess they've seen that they can take a stab at least releasing a figure for them. Obviously R&D is quite expensive for these figures, so which is why normally they try and do budget figures first of a series to see how popular it takes. But yeah, hair looks really good. The yellow and blue to turquoise blue shading looks amazing. Very nice looking figure. And then we've got Goddess of Victory Nikkei Viper Quarter Scale by Design Coco, 38,500 yen, March 2027. Yeah, she looks good. The hair shading looks amazing. Her as a quarter scale is quite good, I think. Pretty simple outfit though. Obviously not superly over sexualized, which I guess is, well, I guess apart from the lollipop released there and the saliva coming out, it's probably the main over sexualized part of this figure. But apart from that, yeah, very nice looking figure. Yeah, cute, standard. I think just a very cute quarter scale by Design Coco. I do want more competition in the quarter scale space to at least get kick freeing up the butt and produce better quarter scales, really, because they've been too lax for the past sort of 3-4 years. Then we got a Writer Original Maha Shoujo series, Asuka Summer Sale version 1/6 by Daiki Kyogyo, 32,290 yen, June 2026. Very tempted to get this one potentially. I do like the Writer figures. I've got a couple, but not that many at the moment. So yeah, I do like this design. It is fully cast offable. Yeah, and in their sort of school outfit that they come with from the series, if you've watched it. Yeah, very cute looking, nice figure. I do like the proportion. Yep. And then there's a different head swap it's not a head swap option, there's a option, yeah, so I guess face swap, and then hands grabbing her buttocks as well, option for you. But yeah, she also comes in another colorway, so that's her sort of standard color outfit. Then we've also got her in a pink one, where her skin's very glossy. So personal taste, if you like the gloss or not. I'm more prevalent for the standard version, more matte, personally, to me. And her hair color is different as well. She's blonde hair rather than pink, in this pink outfit. Maybe get both if you've got money to burn. But I think if you're a Writer fan, you're going to be eyeing up one of these two. Super Sonico Cheerleader version by Sunkissed 1/6 by Orchid Seed, 18,810 yen, July 2026. It's Super Sonico, tanned. Probably, I think this is a released figure already beforehand. Just this is a recolor of it, I would expect. So yeah, she looks good, cute figure with pompons. cheerleader outfit. Yeah, simple Supersonico, sells well. You're gonna either like Supersonico or not. And then we got a Vexo original character, a hopping vampire clothes only version, 1/6 by Rocket Boy, 27,500 yen. So this will be the non-cast off version for this price. So very nice design. I do like this sort of shaman ghost design going on. The color grading looks really good. Oh bloody hell! I love the facial expression. Yeah, great looking figure. And don't think I think I covered the cast off one last week in the adult section of Ami. So this is the if you want to save a bit of money and don't want to have the cast off one, you can get this one. Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds Akiza, 1/7 by Amakuni, 28,800 yen. Yep, September 2026, looks great. One of my favourite characters from Yu-Gi-Oh as well. She's obviously extremely waifu material. Love the outfit and the fact that she's a duelist as well, with her Rose Dragon archetype as her main deck. So yeah, she looks really good. Sculpting looks immaculate. Yeah, great looking figure by Amakuni. Very tempted to get this one. I really should get some Yu-Gi-Oh figures in my collection since I'm such a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan. If you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh OTS pack opening from a year-long worth of holding off, then hopefully you check that out. It's not. I don't think I've seen anyone else do that personally. Stack up all the OTS packs throughout the year of playing locals. And then we got a Zajiki Warashi-chan 1/7 by Muse Molds. Not heard of this manufacturer before. 26,120 yen. Does it look like she... I think that's the same pose as in this image up here. So Gamer Girl on a chair. I think we've seen this before. I think sometime either early this year or last year there was a Gamer Girl in a big gamer chair before. Just more white and blue themed, if I remember correctly. But yeah, she looks nice overall, not bad. It's more of an OC design for me, so I don't know particularly anything else about this figure. Then we got Bungo Stray Dogs, Chuya Nakahara, Yakata version 1/7, 15,500 yen. I think he's a very popular from Bungo Stray Dogs character, so a lot of I would say female collectors will be getting this character, and him in a Yakata like this is obviously definitely going to be mind blowing for a lot of people. The Yukata looks amazing as well, with the pink to purple shading is extremely nicely done. Yeah, a great looking figure. Definitely a top tier kimono figure to have in your collection, and hopefully we see some of the other characters in the male characters in kimonos as well. Then we got Niji Sanji, got a couple of Niji Sanji, Uzuki Kuro, 1/7 by DMM Factory, 18,810 yen. Looks fine, no shading on the outfit though, and a little bit of shading in the hair, that's about it. Very clean lines, but not tons of shading for the rest of the figure. And then we got Makino Rimemu. Okay, same price. Definitely a bit more of a better design. Again, paint job is flat with pretty much no shading, hair shading a bit, but the design is definitely a lot more appealing with this one. She's a bit more dynamic as well in the pose. Probably a bit more worth it overall. Blue Archive Aru dress. 1/7 by Solarian, 22,990 yen. Very cute figure. She is a simple dress design, sort of simple red dress. Her sitting at a restaurant counter is definitely a nice touch and elevates the figure. And the shading on the dress looks really good. Hair shading, sculpting looks really nice. And she comes with multiple faceplates, or 2 faceplates at least. So smiling, closed eyes, and interested face option. Yeah, very nice looking figure, especially if you're a Blue Archive fan. Then we got Rudo original illustration, Tenji Kitsaturo Eru-chan on 6th by Pink Charm, 25,800 yen. I thought this looked familiar. This is a don't think maybe not a re-release, but it is a fully cast off figure. I'm pretty sure I've seen photos of this before at one of the one Wonderfest or Hobby Fest figure releases. So yeah, she looks cute, cute school, original character in a very cute sort of, I guess, police outfit, schoolgirl bikini hybrid trifecta kind of design. But yeah, very cute looking figure, and fully cast off as a nice bonus as well by Pink Charm. Bunny Suit Planning, my favourite series to collect. Sophie F. Shearing, updated version of a Figma by Max Factory, 12,800 yen, September 2026. I really should start getting these Figmas of her. I think this is a slightly different colourway to the previous Figmas of her. But yeah, she looks good, all dynamic. Love the accessories, the spear, the surfboard / shield, sword, pistols. Yeah, multiple faceplates. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to auto pre-order this, to be honest, and get this, or might see what the other past ones are out like, and if they are pre-owned, because I think they are. Then we got Bunny Suit Planning, Sophie F. Shearing, high cut swimsuit, regular edition, 1/6 for 23,100 yen, July 2026. So yeah, I love the swimsuit. The fact there's clinches everywhere. This one-piece suit is extremely nicely detailed. Yeah, love the design, body sculpting, immaculate, like all the other Bunny Suit figures. Her back's immaculately sculpted. Pretty much all my Bunny Suit figure core scales are like that. Yeah, those folds around the legs and the groin area, extremely nicely done. Yeah, very nice looking figure. Not cast off. Not all of them have to be cast off. She's just an extremely sexy looking figure for a very good price actually as well. And then you've got the High Cuts Deluxe Edition version, which is apparently just a B2 ball skull. So you're paying an extra sort of 4,000 yen for a B2 sized wall scroll, potentially. But yeah, she looks fine. I think I'd save the money. I don't really have the space for ball scrolls really of her. So yeah, yeah, very nice looking figure. I'll just save the money and get the standard one. At least then the difference will cover the shipping in time as well. And then we've got Blue Archive Hinata on 7th by Q's Q, 27,860 yen. Priestess outfit looks really nice. Sculpting looks immaculate on this. Shading looks really good as well. They've done the black shading really nicely as well as her hair. Semi-translucent hair for the fringe looks good. Veil looks immaculate. Very nice looking figure. I think potentially an auto buy if you're doing priestess figure collection and you treat her more as an OC anyways. Some more Uber Musume figures, I'm pretty sure after this one. Cinderella Grey Belno on 7th, 17,000 yen. Simple outfit, but very cute figure. I think, yeah, just a very standard figure, very nicely shaded for this one for the price. Then we got Grey Uguri Cap on 7th for 26,608 yen, so step up in price, but there's a lot more going on with this figure. Hair all over the place, very dynamic, a lot of attention to detail in the sculpting of the hair strands, and how the school outfit is flowing as well in the wind. So I think this is just extremely nice. There's a lot of motion in this figure, even though obviously she's standing still. So yeah, I think very nice figure. Auto buy for a lot of people. I think she's like one of the main MCs from Uma Musume. Then we've got Red Queen and Prince Alice 1/6 by Magi Arts for 36. This is an unpainted garage kit. So I thought I'd cover this because she looks really good in this, but obviously she's an unpainted garage. You do have to paint this yourself. 36,300 yen. Yeah, a garage kit is referred to as GK. So there are sites like on Hobby Search 1999 where there's a lot of GKs out there that you can buy. as well, which are the original unpainted prototypes potentially of a lot of figures that haven't even come out yet. So you can find, if you hunt on these sites, potential future figures that have had these sort of resin sculpts done based on artwork, and then a manufacturer comes along, buys the rights to that sculpt design, and then prints them out in PVC, or makes the manufacture them in PVC. It is quite common. I probably should do a bit more research into that and then do a dedicated video on it. It might be worth doing that as a dedicated video in the future. But yeah, this obviously in this is professionally done by someone who has immaculate skills for figure painting, and with an airbrush, and a great attention to detail with this figure. So she looks really good. Sculpting looks immaculate. The overall design looks very horrifying and sort of off-putting as well. But yeah, this is how they look in all their different resin pieces, unpainted, unbuilt, taken completely off the sprues. So you got to clean these up, wash them, and then prime them and all that lot. So yeah, potentially worth getting hold of for some people out there. Comes out in February, so only a couple months time. I just thought I'd raise this up as there is this option. If you're someone who's handy or does a lot of figure painting, or I play Warhammer, but I'm not that good of a painter to do this sort of thing. Then we go to Black Rabbit Canon Litis, 1 quarter scale by Hobby Rangers, 14,950 yen, September 2026. So again, a budget quarter scale manufacturer figure coming out from manufacturer. Love the design, love the sculpt work. The fact that she has a jacket that you can take on and off, which seems to be a real fabric jacket. Only thing is paint transfer with with fabric materials. That's the only thing you could be worried about, especially on the skin. That's like the dye you can transfer, so you've got to like wash the clothes before you really start putting them on in your on for display. But yeah, I like this figure. Very cheap quarter scale. Like the design, and I'm glad we're seeing more quarter scale figures coming out from these other manufacturers that are at a very affordable price. Kurumi Rirana Momozono by Union Creator, 27,500 yen, February 2027. Very well stacked figure. Very pink, very gal aesthetic, school outfit at a school desk, but yeah, she's just obviously got all of her goods hanging out there for display, and obviously a bit of the rear end as well if you want to have her shown away from you, but you probably wouldn't. Yeah, very nice, well sculpted figure, I think. You're buying this for very obvious reasons, and she's a very nice looking figure for those reasons. Then we go to Snowbreak Containment Zone Katia Danger Dancer version by Reverse Studio, 9,900 yen for 1/7, very cheap. August 2026 is this outfit. So I like the outfit design, sort of one legging, one non-legging. Having the pole as well is a nice touch, just rather than just standing there. Gives you a bit more of a dynamic. Well, she's a dancer for a reason. Yeah, I think overall for less than 10,000 yen, very nicely detailed figure by this manufacturer. Then we got Senken Shoujo, Battle Cruiser 1/7 by Calborn, another new manufacturer, 26,730 yen, September 2026. What's a 1/7 scale? Okay. These lying down figures are a bit weird because you kind of want to obviously look at them from up top, which is what obviously this is the way this is designed from. You're supposed to look at her from above. Maybe for your shelf, when you've got these sort of lying down figures, you might need to have like some sort of mirror above the figure, and then that angled at 45 degrees. Then when you're at least looking at her from her, you'll be looking at side on shelf level, but then at least you've got the mirror to then sort of show you her. Well, like this they've done here, mirror below her. I don't think this comes with that mirror below her, does it? Changing card, matte shoes. I don't know about that base, but yeah, some sort of mirror effect is what you probably want to go for. which will give you a bit more unique take, I suppose, on how you want to display your figures. It might be worth looking into how to implement mirrors into your figure display cases to do similar designs like this, or concepts, to show you different angles of figures. It might be worth looking into actually as a possible future video for certain angles to look at. Then we go to Hatsune Miku With You 2025, 1/7 by Furyu, 33,000 yen, October 2026. A lovely design, as is tradition with Miku figures. Top hat, classy looking outfit. The cane looks really nice. The support rod on the leg is a bit of off-putting, unfortunately, but apart from that, figure looks great. 33,000 yen, immaculate figure. I think if you love the design, you're going to buy this figure anyways. Then we got to another Goddess of Victory Nikkei, Eleg, Boom and Shock 1/7 by Hobby Sakura, 23,760 yen, November 2026. Another one of these sort of overly sexualized, obviously, swimsuit figures. Swimsuit looks like she's a support character with the, or this is to do with the D-pad and the to press buttons on her chest area. Yeah, nice looking figure, looks great. I think the sand looks fine as well. Maybe a bit crappy basic sand base design, but the rest of the figure looks great. Not seeing eyes is a bit off-putting. I think most people prefer to actually see the face and see the eyes of the figure that they're looking into. I think just having the fringe there is a bit off-putting personally, so I think it's to do with the design, the character itself. I guess her fringe is just so massive that you don't see her eyes, but I think that might be a bit off-putting if you're for most collectors out there. I think most people like to see into other people's eyes. Personally, you can convey obviously more emotion and more meaning from if you can see more of the face. Goddess of Victory Nikkei Mast, Romantic Maid, Quarter Scale by Hobby Sakura, 44,550 yen, September 2026. Pirate themed maid out captain figure. Very nice looking quarter scale, just like the other Goddess of quarter scales we covered before. These are very neat designs. I love the fact we're getting more of these. I really like this one as well. They're sort of pirate themed corset as well. Extremely sexy looking figure, and there's some alternative version, well, more expensive versions comes with more extras. So you might want to look at those. They cost more, but I'm just including the sort of basic one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so the basic one for the moment. Yeah, single shipment as well for this one. That's going to be down to the base. The fact you've got this giant barrel as well, and there's very nicely detailed planks on the base as well. I think for this is what we should be getting more from Freeing. For 44,000 yen, we should be getting this level of detail for quarter scale. A very unique design. Don't always have to be bunny suits. Freeing have done it before, but they've done B-style, but they're not in a bunny suit. And you can have more intricate bases like this, where there's more elements to the base to add to the figure. Yeah, this is a very nice looking figure. Very tempted to get this one as well. Now we go on to the adult section of for this week. So these figures will not be obviously linked below, but all the past ones will be. We have got a Kademono no Utsugi Saint Charlotte special version 1/5. This is the deluxe edition Deity by Deity Collector, 42,900 yen, December 2026. Yeah. I love this, like this sort of more creepy, the goblin toying with this saint figure in this sort of position. Yep, she's got her leg tied, and I think that's an actual corded rope that you're going to have to tie on or loop over her foot. So be wary of paint transfer for that, unfortunately. But apart from that, the rest of the figure looks really good. The detailing, yep, and the chest area looks really nice. Yep, very nice looking figure. And there's a couple of different versions. So the regular one is a lot cheaper, 37,000 yen. But this one, I don't. So you get the staff alternative part chest, restrained rope. So I don't know. Yeah, so you get those options. And then what do you get with the deluxe edition? Alternative fluffy base. Okay, so you get a fluffy base as a bonus. Urine, so you get a couple of different options, extras for the more money. So probably worth doing that to give you a bit more display options. And then if you want the special version regular edition with bonus, so this will come with a Shikishi for 39,000 yen, or you can get the deluxe edition special version with a Shikishi as well, where you get all the extra bits, 45,000 yen. Whether the Shikishi worth it, don't know. It'll at least illustrate the original art, but I think people buy the figures because they've already have an interest in the art, or they just like the figure as itself. So yeah, I'm very tempted to get this as well. One of these versions at least. Then we got Hibit Hikokai Subplan Fumino 1/6 by Amor Fabrica. Another new manufacturer for, at least for NSFW figures. 25,600 yen, July 2026. Obviously very scantily clad school outfit, if you can call it that. Yeah, very nicely detailed. Fully cast off, fully exposed, with condom in her mouth. Yeah, I think there's the only one version of her. Yeah, oh no, there is a deluxe edition, which comes with a wall skull. So you can have a wall skull or not for an extra. Main base, alternative body part. What's the difference between the alternative body part of this one? Oh, so you can actually have, so it's basically a half a body swap for an extra 12,000 yen. I think most people can save the money and not bother with the wall skull or the extra body swap, and they're just going to go full hog and get the full exposed experience. And then we got finish up with a binding figure, Doz Bunny Yami Usa Sagitan, quarter scale, 44,000 yen, August 2026. Definitely a more unique binding figure. I think that's why a lot of people like binding figures, because they have more unique designs. So you could tell she's obviously a bunny suit figure, and that she's named after Bunny in the name. But yeah, the red on white is a very nice touch, and the fact that she's got jewelry implements in her chest area is obviously a nice touch. And these sort of high platform shoes and the socks, collapsed baggy socks, are a nice touch as well. Yeah, I think mirrored base might be a bit off-putting, but yeah, I think very nice figure overall. Very tempted to get this one. I'm not sure if I should be easing away from freeing figures and getting more binding figures. I'm very tempted just to buy more binding figures and ease off of freeing figures in general, unless it's for a character that I really like, obviously, or from a series I really want to get. But that does it for this week of Ami figure pre-orders. Hopefully you've all had a good Christmas. Comment, like, and subscribe, and shall catch you in the next video, which will be when we're in the new year. So there'll be some more videos I'm working on since I'm off this week coming up. So I'm going to try and churn out some more videos over this week. So yeah, hopefully you will enjoy those, and yeah, comment, like, and subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.